So we always enjoy a good bourbon, a good whiskey here, of course, at About Beverages.
This is true.
We also, compared to some, we may spend a little bit more on those things than what people would normally look for. Like I said, usually sometimes price, it obviously depends on your own economic resources and everything else. What's expensive to one is cheap to another, but we probably go a little bit on the pricier side when it comes to some of the things we taste, looking for, where are you getting that extra bit of flavor? You're
looking for the balance of flavor and cost. You try to find that value.
Yeah.
You're trying to find that.
So that is definitely what we are looking to really hit right here, what we're trying to go for with the bourbon that we have for this Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage that we're about today is the Larceny Small Batch Bourbon from Old Fitzgerald Distillery, which falls under the umbrella of the Heaven Hill Distilleries. This bourbon uses wheat as we're not exactly sure. The website says it's the second, but we've also found other information that says it could be the third grain, but it replaces the rye as that secondary grain, corn obviously being the primary grain in bourbon. That's what we've got. And so you were saying before you were talking about value. Is this, you're trying to find the value versus?
Yeah. Do you want to take a guess at what this costs? I guess it probably gives it away if I'm talking value.
$15.
No, not quite that much.
So
let's not go that low.
Small batch, 30.
$20.
Okay. Oh, really? Okay. All right.
Yeah. $20. The more sought after one is a Larceny. They also have one that is a single barrel or a barrel proof.
Okay.
Like I said, that one is a little more sought after, but similar. And most people, when they think Heaven Hill, they probably think Elijah Craig. Like I said, spirits like that. So that's the lineage that this comes from. So we're going to find out if maybe they give all the good barrels to someone else and, this is the leftovers, or if this actually is worth, does it seem like it's only a $20 bourbon? Or does it actually overreach that? Does it outkick its coverage?
Looking for that value. Well, when we've tried a couple things earlier in the year, we've tried some Trader Joe's labeled things that came in anywhere from 15 to 20. And you know what? If you can find something that is something you enjoy and it's at a better price, and hey, nothing wrong with that.
Well, at the very least, is it a good mixer?
Right.
At that price, you're kind of in the mixing territory. And then it's a bonus if you're like, oh, this actually has a little bit of complexity, or it's smooth enough that I don't mind sipping it. Like I said, we found, again, some conflicting information here and there between the two different websites. Heaven Hill Brands specifically says that the bourbon that is in here is a blend from different barrels that are aged 6 to 12 years and that are, like I said, again, it's at 92 proof. So... Okay. But yeah, $20, like I said, most places, and fairly easy to find. Like I think this is pretty readily available. It's not, again, not too hard to find. I would say kind of a dark honey color.
Dark honey, yeah.
Like if you kind of go for more like an actual, like natural honey, kind of, if you get some of those.
Yeah, some of the more, mesquite, maybe aged or mesquite ones. Yeah, they have that little darker tinge to it. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting the heat. Get some heat.
There is a little bit in there. Like I said, I still can take a pretty big.
Yeah. I did have to.
There's definitely a little heat surprisingly from that.
There's other stuff too, but for some reason on the finish, there's almost like a sweetness, like a cotton candy sweetness almost to me. But there's a little fruit. I get a little bit of fruit and a little bit of nut, maybe.
Okay, so this ties into actually what I thought. So I'm getting now, like I said, I have had this before. Like I said, full disclosure, I did have a little bit of this earlier in the week. When I smelled it then, is I'm getting exactly what I at the same time now. I got kind of like a bananas Foster kind of thing. I actually got like a banana, like an overripe banana, like banana bread type thing, and then into, like I said, into that brown sugar, like if you actually made like bananas Foster kind of dessert, and then definitely a little bit of nuttiness as well. So there was kind of those two things going back and forth along with the heat. But I really liked it because it was different. I really liked it. It was different.
Yeah, no, I agree. There's a lot of little parts going on in there that are all coming together.
Yeah. Cheers.
The heat does come through.
It does. Yeah. There's still. I'm kind of surprised. Like it seems like it's a little hotter than 92 proof. So I don't know if that's just because a little bit of a viscosity thing or something else. If it's a little on the thinner side.
It's definitely on the thinner body wise. It's a thinner body, and it's just spicy and hot. More heat than I thought. I guess not necessarily hot, but.
Yeah, it's
definitely warms going down, which you get that from a whiskey.
Yeah, it's definitely warming. Like I said, I think there is nice spice at the front of the, like I said,
Right.
front of my palate, like on my tongue. There is a little, even again, another pop of heat, but then for the most part, the finish I think is pretty smooth. Like I said, I think if you kind of separate, the actual literal finish of the whiskey, like it doesn't like finish down going like, ooh, it's not like that. It's like there's, for me at least, that heat kind of stops like the back, like 3/4 of my tongue. Like I get a little bit more of that kind of, and then it just kind of rolls down. I don't get as much of the banana in there in the taste, like I said, which I don't remember that fading into there. I'm still getting a little bit of the nut and the brown sugar are kind of the two dominant things to me.
A touch of like cinnamon candy, I guess, for me, a touch of that.
Oh,
and I don't. It's leaving a heaviness on my, or not a heaviness. It's leaving
a film, a coating,
something on my, like I said, the residual feeling on my tongue is a little heavy, I guess.
Okay. Interesting. So it's
thinner body, but it's like
heavy in flavor.
Heavy in, I don't know. I know that doesn't necessarily make sense, but whatever it's leaving behind, it's just kind of a layer that is not smooth, I guess. To me, at least. The more, like I said, the more I have, some of the spice on the front seems to go away, and it is more about it almost kind of avoids the first like third of your tongue, and then toward the end, like I said, there's that spice. I almost could see some of the cinnamon candy. Like there's a little bit of, because that's where the sweetness, almost those two things kind of marry together, and then I am still getting a little bit of nutty, and then like I said again, that that brown sugar kind of comes through. Yeah.
But I'm not getting. I think there was more complexity in the aroma than in the taste for me.
I agree.
Like I said, but I still liked it. I was like, okay, I could totally sip that.
Okay.
Like I could enjoy that. Definitely, obviously, great for mixing because there's enough.
Yeah, that would be.
And
right.
there's enough bringing to the table, and it like again at $20, I think it kind of hits a pretty good balance with those things. I would love to try, like I said, some of the other upper levels from this because I don't think those are overly expensive, but they're just harder to find.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Like
I said, it's just kind of one of those deals, but. Yeah, no, I really did. I like this one. I thought it was solid for that price point.
Solid, yeah. Well, especially for 20, if you can find something that you think is solid, it's a good deal. That's how we like them, solid.
And do you know what else? Also, people might think is solid.
Do me a solid.
Our website, AboutBeverages.com. That is definitely where you could find all of the solid podcasts and videos we've done over the last 12 years. I don't know exactly how that worked, but anyway, go to the website if you want to check out everything. That would be great if you would do that. If you just want the latest videos that we have done, as well as possibly a little email reminder that, hey, new video is posted, a little something. You can definitely subscribe to us on YouTube. We would appreciate that. We are trying to start, which I did today. I actually started making playlists. Like I said, so we're going to try and put together playlists, grouping together some of our videos of like this of whiskeys, bourbons. I don't know how about beer because we do so many beers. Like it's almost just search through our
yeah, right.
But like I said, yeah, it's going to start trying to do some of those groupings of playlist stuff. So like I said, let us know if there's certain ones you'd like to be able to find easier, certain groups that you just want to listen to. Let us know at AboutBeverages.com or either in a comment also on YouTube, and we will get that taken care of. And if you only want audio, Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, anything where you listen to a podcast, to search for About Beverages, you will probably find us there.
We should be there. That's right.
We should be there. Are there anything else we need to talk about?
Well, the pillars, of course. The three pillars.
The three pillars
of social media, which are Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which is the one we use most often. We will tweet to let you know we're going live most Thursday nights on twitch.tv/AboutBeverages, which is where we record our podcasts, where we get together, we hang out with our listeners, and just chat everything. We chat about beverages. We chat about sports. We just chat. We have fun, and you can see the behind the scenes, the outtakes, the things that don't necessarily make it in to the podcast, which are usually good for a laugh. We'll also let you know what we're doing throughout the week. You'll let people know what games, what raids, where you're going to be focusing your attention throughout the week. But yeah, you can find all that at on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter.
But as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.